After the age of 60, your brain enters a delicate and often misunderstood phase, a phase that's far more vulnerable than most people realize. This is when years of lifestyle choices, habits, and especially diet begin to show their true impact on your mental clarity, emotional stability, and even your memory. But the most dangerous part of this transformation isn't aging itself. It's the silent enemy on your plate, something you might eat daily without thinking twice. It's not some obscure chemical, exotic toxin, or complicated diagnosis. No, it's something hiding right in front of you, in your pantry, on grocery store shelves, at every family dinner, in your favorite snacks, and even in healthy foods you thought were safe. Welcome to Elderly Wisdom, where we uncover the truths no one talks about and empower seniors with knowledge to protect their health, their minds, and their futures. Today's story is not just about food. It's about the one thing you should never eat after 60 if you want to preserve your brain, protect your memory, and maintain your independence well into your golden years. This video may shock you, but it might also save your life, or the life of someone you love. We're talking about refined sugar and ultra-processed foods, the toxic combination slowly, stealthily destroying brain function in millions of people over 60, all while masquerading as convenience, tradition, or even comfort. But how does something as innocent as a slice of bread, a bowl of cereal, or a spoonful of jam lead to mental fog, memory loss, confusion, and even Alzheimer's? Let me share the story of Harold. At 62, Harold was an everyday man, retired, content with a quiet routine. He loved his crossword puzzles, morning news, and evening tea, but he also loved his favorite sweets, sugary cereal, white toast, prepackaged muffins, soda, and microwavable meals. He told himself he'd earned the right to enjoy these things, but within just a couple of years, everything began to unravel. First, he forgot where he left his keys. Then, the names of his grandchildren slipped his mind. One day, he took a walk and couldn't find his way home. His family, alarmed, took him to a specialist. The diagnosis: early onset dementia. But the doctor said something even more surprising. Harold's condition wasn't inevitable. It was strongly influenced by his diet. That revelation left his family stunned, and they're not alone. A growing body of research from Harvard to the World Health Organization now confirms that diets high in sugar and processed food are not just unhealthy. They're a leading cause of cognitive decline in older adults. And the sad truth is, many people are unknowingly accelerating the breakdown of their brains every day. So let's break it down. What exactly happens when you eat refined sugar and ultra-processed foods after 60? First, there's the inflammation. These foods cause spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels, triggering chronic, low-grade inflammation in the brain. This inflammation damages neurons, the vital cells that transmit signals, form memories, and process thoughts. Imagine your brain as a vast network of electrical wires. Sugar corrodes those wires, interrupting signals, distorting emotions, and causing memory glitches. Over time, this leads to structural damage. Studies have shown that seniors who consume diets high in sugar have smaller hippocampi, the part of the brain responsible for memory. Smaller brain volume, fewer connections, slower thinking, and it gets worse. Sugar also creates something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These harmful molecules build up in the brain and contribute to plaque formation, a key characteristic of Alzheimer's disease. Refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, cookies, and soda rapidly convert into glucose, flooding the bloodstream with sugar and leaving a toxic trail behind. But that's not all. These foods also devastate your gut microbiome, the community of trillions of bacteria in your digestive system that play a crucial role in brain health. Yes, your gut is directly connected to your brain via the gut-brain axis. When processed foods throw this system off balance, it creates mental fog, mood disorders, and cognitive fatigue. Ever eaten a fast food meal and felt sluggish or irritable afterward? That's the gut-brain connection in action. And here's a twist. Not all sugar is obvious. It hides under hundreds of names: corn syrup, dextrose, maltodextrin, sucrose, glucose solids. It lurks in sauces, dressings, yogurts, breads, and even health bars. Many seniors believe they're eating well, until you look at the labels. And let's not forget trans fats, hydrogenated oils, and artificial additives, preservatives that give food a long shelf life and your brain a shorter one. These compounds clog arteries, increase oxidative stress, and disrupt the delicate balance of brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. The result? A perfect storm for mental decline. The good news is, you can fight back. The human brain is remarkably adaptive. Even after 60, you can grow new brain cells through a process called neurogenesis, but only if you nourish it with the right ingredients. It starts with what you remove and what you add. So let's get practical. What should you avoid completely after 60? Number 1. Sugary breakfast cereals, the kind marketed as heart-healthy but loaded with hidden sugars. Number 2. White bread, which turns into glucose almost instantly. Number 3. Prepackaged pastries, donuts, muffins, and cookies, pure brain poison. Number 4. Soda and energy drinks, liquid sugar bombs that cause blood sugar crashes and brain fog. Number 5. Processed meats like bacon, hot dogs, and sausages, which contain nitrates and other chemicals linked to cognitive decline. Number 6. Frozen dinners and TV meals, which often contain a cocktail of sodium, preservatives, and trans fats. And number 7. So-called diet foods, low-fat or sugar-free snacks that contain artificial sweeteners like aspartame, which have been linked to anxiety, memory problems, and neurological disorders. But eliminating is just one side of the coin. Let's talk about what to eat to heal and rejuvenate your brain. Start with dark leafy greens, kale, spinach, collard greens, rich in folate and antioxidants. Next, add berries. Blueberries, in particular, are loaded with anthocyanins, which reduce brain inflammation and improve memory. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in wild-caught salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts, rebuild neural pathways and reduce brain shrinkage. Turmeric, with its active compound curcumin, fights inflammation and boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that helps grow new brain cells. Green tea offers a gentle caffeine lift, along with L-theanine to improve focus and calm. Dark chocolate, in moderation, supports blood flow to the brain. Fermented foods like kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut restore gut balance and support the gut-brain axis. And don't forget hydration. Most seniors don't drink enough water, and even mild dehydration can reduce brain performance. One study showed that just a 2% drop in hydration levels led to measurable declines in memory and concentration. And here's something powerful: daily movement, like walking, light strength training, or yoga, dramatically improves blood flow to the brain, reduces inflammation, and stimulates brain repair. Combine a brain-healthy diet with physical activity, quality sleep, stress management, and social connection, and you have a blueprint not just for survival, but for thriving. Let's return to Harold's story. After his diagnosis, his family rallied around him. They replaced his sugary snacks with fruit, his processed dinners with home-cooked meals, and introduced morning walks and brain games. Within 3 months, Harold reported fewer memory lapses. His mood improved. His doctor noted measurable improvement in his cognitive tests. No, it didn't cure everything, but it gave him back something priceless: hope. And that's what we want for you. We want you to know it's not too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, your brain can still adapt. Your future is still in your hands. So let me ask you this. What's in your kitchen right now? What's in your fridge, your pantry? What foods are you reaching for out of habit that could be stealing your clarity, your joy, and your years? It's time to clean house. It's time to protect your brain like your most precious possession, because it is. Every time you sit down to eat, you're casting a vote for your future. So here's your simple challenge. This week, remove one processed food from your diet. Just one. Replace it with something whole. Then, the next week, do it again. Slowly, surely, build new habits. And if you slip up, don't worry. Progress, not perfection. Every good choice adds up. You're not alone. We're here to walk this journey with you. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Senior Guidance. Share it with a friend or loved one. Start the conversation. Together, we can change how we age. We can reclaim our power. We can preserve our memories. We can protect our precious minds. Your brain deserves better. You deserve better. Don't let sugar steal your story. Choose wisdom. Choose life. Choose now.